Well, all credit to Nationals leader David Littleproud for taking a principled stand against The Voice yesterday. But what about Senator Jacinta Price? Few new MPs have made as big an initial impact as this proud Australian Walpiri woman from Yendamu, a former Deputy Mayor of Alice Springs, a mum of 3 boys, and someone who seems determined not to waste a moment of her time in office. As she said yesterday, it's not right to divide us along the lines of race, especially within our Australian founding document. And she's right, of course. But she's not just right, she's brave. And frankly, if there's one thing that's been in short supply on the Conservative side of politics, it's courage. Already Price and her leader have drawn the ire of indigenous leader, Voice activist Noel Pearson, out on the ABC's Radio National program this morning. But rather than debate the objections of the Nationals, Pearson chose to go personal. And when they go personal like this, it says to me they haven't got the arguments to back up any of the policy or proposals on its merits.
Well, it's obviously Jacinta Price's entry into the parliament that has turned everything around. But it is also this leader, this apparent supposed leader, little pride, a man of little pride. And he's like a kindergarten kid, not a leader. The Nationals have foisted the mantle of leadership on a boy who's incapable of the leadership that's necessary for the country and for his party. I really think that the National Party is writing itself off for the future.
It can only be a matter of time before Peter Dutton and the Liberals join the Nats in formally opposing The Voice, which is not only wrong in principle, but bad in practice. And when it does, there's one person obviously best placed to lead the campaign, and that's Jacinta Price herself. Now, the current Shadow Minister for Indigenous Affairs, Julian Leeser, is a good and capable person, but he's also the Shadow Attorney General, and that's a full-time job on its own. If I were Peter Dutton, I'd consider a reshuffle over the summer break, and I'd put Price on the front bench. Next year, there will be no bigger issue for our country than Labor's move to divide us down racial lines and then enshrine it in the Constitution. Occasionally, you've got to forget the formal rules about how many Libs and how many Nats should be on the front bench and just do what's right. In fact, knowing when to bend the rules of leadership is part of leadership. The sooner Peter Dutton makes Jacinta Price a Shadow Minister for Indigenous Affairs, the better.